I just lost almost $5,000 just today in crypto because I made 3 major mistakes. And I will explain you those mistakes in the video because if you change just one thing, those mistakes could help you to make money like that. And I will show you how by using on-chain analysis. By the way, welcome on Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on-chain because the blockchain is an open ledger so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, follow the smart money, and make even more money. I was not the smart money that day, but still put on your little matcha and let's get going. The first coin I will talk about is this chart with a token that became really popular instantly. The volume increased and I was starting to buying here and the price skyrocketed, then crashed instantly. Because what happened is that this token suddenly became really popular on Twitter with different influencers posting about it. This token had a great future because it's an AI narrative plus DeepIn narrative. So you were 2 narratives in one. This is usually a good trade. And as well, we know that we were on a really low market cap because today it's at just 7 million. However, when we started to talk about it and to see it, it was around $3 million. Luckily, someone in the investors boardroom saw that a whale started to unlock their TFT. You see that? Approved TFT for trading. And then, as soon as that whale did that, started to dump by package of $7,000. That's massive. And that's how the price started to plummet and go down, 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 and down. Luckily, I managed to stop the bleeding. I arrived a bit late on the laptop, but still saw it and managed to sell before it continues further down. So now the learning that you need to know is always when you go into a small coin, check who are the whales. What are they doing? Because it's going to be a lot easier to identify. And this is something I talked about in my older videos where I say that if you follow the whales, it's a lot easier because they make a big movement and you just need to follow one wallet. Plus, if you start to follow the whales, you can get in the trades at the same time as them. And this is something that we will see in our third mistake. Let's talk about my second mistake, which is no, I didn't buy the top of this, but I made it live actually in my last video, how this Blast crypto bot will print money for you. And it's a pretty stupid mistake, but I think a lot of people would have fell into it if they didn't protect themselves because it's harder. So IOGP ETH, a new crypto on Blast ecosystem. Really low liquidity now, but what happened? When you check the transaction, yes, I bought the top, I know. I was really good that day. If you can predict the top all the time, this is perfect. Now, some of you might be thinking, why are you showing us when you lose money, Antoine? We don't care about that. We want to see jokes, analogies to dating, and making money. This is what we want. Because if you start to appreciate when you fail or when you make a bad trade and learn from it, this is where you can gain real alpha. It's the same in dating. If you do cold approach, you have to start to love rejection. If you love rejection, you're going to learn from it and get better and better at it. And you have to know, for a guy like me, now it's really hard to have rejection. So when I have some, I'm so happy because I can learn something from it. You don't learn so much from your good trades. You can learn a lot more from your bad trades. And on this one, this is something that you could check. Okay, the security is passed because this is a scam, IOGPU. But you see, the Go Plus security scan was valid. Now, even if I check another tool, for example, Quick Intel, that I paid for, they told me, caution, honeypot test. This one might have a honeypot. And this is where you have to be careful because it was a honeypot. And actually, as I was doing it live and not doing the research with the investors boardroom, because it's always easier when you have different pairs of eyes that can check. I didn't realize, but you see all the people that are selling never bought it before. So we have just the same wallet constantly selling and they never bought it, which is typically the case of a honeypot. And that was a scam, so I lost a few $100 on it. But now, if you know that you analyze the contract, well, you will be aware on how you can avoid those. Let's go on to a third mistake that I could have easily protected myself from. Here is this backstory. AC Vito posts in the investors boardroom and is looking for a wallet that has some insiders and already made some 81x. Something pretty big, right? And you know me, I love to find a wallet. So 5 to 10 minutes later, I say, could it be this wallet? And I ask him to double check. He said, yes, it's actually this wallet. So 10 minutes later, I started to copy this wallet. I put it into my bot so it would copy all the trades, the buy and the sell. I don't need to do the work. When the influencers buy, I buy. When the influencers post on his Telegram, on Twitter and everything that he bought, everyone follows, the price rises, the influencers sell, and I sell too, and we both make money. This is copy trading. But what I didn't check is that this wallet is not always profitable, because if I had run this analysis, I would have seen that actually sometimes it's not. And I had tons of trades when I went in with one sold that took massive hit. This one minus 68%. That one hurts. I bought twice because he bought twice, minus 97%. But if I run this analysis before going in too fast, I would have understood that this wallet sometimes makes 20 sold, sometimes lose 10, sometimes makes 33, 29, lose. So probably now in the next few days, he will make money, because it seems that when he makes a lot of money on one day, then after he start to lose some, maybe too much confidence, or maybe it's a game of the influence, I don't know, but I should have started to follow that person with a smaller amount. So like this, I can learn a little bit more how they are trading and how often they are trading. Because what happened is on my accounts, I had like 5 sold, something like that, and went all into those trades. And it's just destroyed my balance. Now, the only person I can blame is myself, because I should have run this analysis or do it at least with the people from the investors boardroom. Now, I posted it so they will be aware and they can follow a lot better. I don't share publicly the addresses that we find in the investors boardroom because some members put in some work and I don't want to give out the alpha of their work. However, you can download for free with the link in the description the portfolio of all your favorite influencers. We get tons of different investment funds that are ways that you just could follow. What are they buying? What are they selling? You just have to click in the link in the description. Now that I know all this, it confirmed something again, that in crypto it's not always about making more money, but it's also about avoiding to lose some. Because if you think crypto the long term, you always make money. This is how it works. But most of the people will lose it all. But you're not that person because you're subscribed to Handsome Finance, right? Or if you're not, you can just click subscribe now. But you should check out this video that will explain you how you can use the bot that I use to copy trade. And of course, don't forget one thing before you leave. Stay handsome, my friend. Ciao.